So you're wondering, how much should you be saving for your retirement? Or more commonly asked, what percentage of my annual income should I be tucking away for my future? Very valid questions, and you actually came to the right place for that because we have cracked the mathematical code to that question. But before I get into it, I want to remind you of where the best place is to save for your retirement. So if your employer offers you access to a 401k or 403b, we would be strong proponents of saving into those plans because it's the best place to save for your retirement. That being said, many people will say, well, what percentage of my income should I contribute into these plans? Well, the easy answer to that is at a very minimum, we would want you to contribute at least a percentage that allows you to receive the maximum employer matching contribution. So if your employer says that we'll match up to 3% as long as you do 6%, at a minimum we would want you to do 6%. On the flip side, if you're a good saver and you have excess cash flows, we would always promote maximizing your contributions into these plans on an annual basis. There are annual contribution limits, and they're different depending upon whether you're under the age of 50 or over the age of 50. But certainly if you are able to maximize these contributions, we would highly recommend that. Now let's go back to our original question as to how much you should be saving. And we're going to put the code that we cracked up here on the screen, and you'll see the table that we have relates to how much you would need to save at certain ages based on how much you have saved at that point in time. Now this table relates to somebody who we feel can live off of 70% of their income in retirement. They're going to retire at age 65 and live a 25-year retirement. We use a 7% rate of return on their investments and a 3% inflation rate, and we did not include Social Security. So if you take a 45-year-old, for instance, and you said, I'm 45 years old, I make $100,000 a year, and I have not started saving for retirement, you want to look in that first column where it says 0% savings so far as to what percentage you'll need to save for the next 20 years to be able to have enough saved up for a 25-year retirement. Contrast that with a 45-year-old who's making $100,000 and maybe already has $200,000 saved up, which is 2 times their annual income. You'd want to go to the third column and see what percentage you need to save for the next 20 years to have a viable 25-year retirement. So hopefully this table is helpful to you in answering your question as to how much you need to save for your retirement. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out. Thanks.